it taught me so many different angles to look at dating, different ways to meet women, different perspectives, different skills that I've got that I hadn't realized, or skills that I don't have that I need to work on.
So I'm here today and I'm really excited to be interviewing a lovely man who I've had the pleasure of working with on our Academy training program. Now, you may notice you can't see him, and that's because we actually really work to protect the identity of the people that we work with. It's not always easy with the jobs people do to show their face on camera, but Victor has kindly agreed to do an audio interview about his experiences. Can you tell me a bit more about your dating life has been like?
Yeah, so I've always felt that I have lots going for me, but the women just didn't agree, or at least they never proved it. I haven't really had much dating experience, and I never quite understood why. And I was thinking that at 38, it's about time that I looked for other avenues to support me in avoiding loneliness.
Mm. And what was your experience like, particularly on dating apps?
Oh, I hate them. I mean, you spend countless hours swiping and updating your profile and sending really well thought out messages to people that you think that you can actually have a connection with, and I just got nothing. No matches, no engagement.
What made you choose to work with me and my coaches and do the Academy training program?
You sent the right email with the right heading at the right time, promoting something that was of interest to me at the time when I was looking to invest in self-improvement. So I looked into your website and read your credentials and looked back over some of the emails and watched some of you on YouTube, and everything that I saw told me that you were my kind of dating coach. And
Hmm.
nothing has yet swayed me otherwise.
Oh. Was there anything that made you hesitate about joining Academy? Because it's quite a long program. It requires a lot of effort, and you did the full version of the program, which also means a kind of sort of boot camp weekend meeting women in real life.
So I think my main concern is the stigma that many people, feminists, myself included, would attach to dating coaches. And it just never occurred to me that there are moral dating coaches, and the fact that it's led by a woman, and that you've got a range of different coaches, some male, some female, with different perspectives and covering lots of different things. And it's not about how many women can you lay? It's about forming relationships and building attraction while doing that.
Can you give guys out there a flavour of what you learned and what kind of topics were covered during Academy?
The fact that you're out there with dating coaches, many of whom, probably half of whom, started in my position.
You're right, about 50% of my coaching team is actually made up of people that have done Academy, which is my men's program, or Going Renegade, which is my women's program, and they've gone through that, then they've taken on additional training, and eventually they've never left, and they become part of the coaching team, but they really do empathise all the stages of the journey that you go on.
Just having that range of different people with different experiences that have come in from different directions. There were also 10 other guys on the course, so you're also sharing the experience of the other people who are in the same boat as you, and each of us equally have a whole range of different backgrounds, from wealthy businessmen to barely non-students. And you're mixing all these people together who have all gotten into it for the right reason, because you've got a good screening process, and we can share each other's experience and inspire each other.
The two favourite things that I have personally from Academy are, first of all, the camaraderie, and it's the same in our women's programs actually. You need wingmen and you need wing women, or people that are on this journey, and I'm big into peer mentorship and kind of helping to develop those relationships. And I think live coaching, where we go out into the world and we train on the spot, where we are by your side, whether approaching somebody in real life, whether it's during the daytime or in the evening, that is the most raw, real, exciting, challenging, and I think that's the best way to coach. And I come back to London especially to train on Academy, to work with everyone, because I feel like this is where you get the most accelerated part of the learning experience.
Yeah, it was incredibly beneficial and designed really well. So you're taking people who may have never said hello to a woman in public before, and you start by getting them to say hello to a woman in public. And by the end, they're going up to women on the street and having conversations and getting phone numbers in one weekend. It's pretty amazing. And it's the journey, it's just baby steps, but there's so many in such a short space of time that no matter what your starting point, you're going to benefit vastly from that live weekend.
I'd really like to emphasize that all these areas, they're just really coachable. You know, this is an area of your life where you can learn. It's not just down to fate, or there's some lucky people that have it and some that don't. I think for everyone, you may start in a slightly different place or have a slightly shorter or longer journey to get there, but you can absolutely do it. Dating apps have their place, but I think they are just one channel to meet you through. And if you're missing out on the opportunity to meet people in real life, whether you're a man or a woman, this is massive. There's one gift I could give to everyone. It would be to include this in your life, because I think it's so rewarding on so many different levels.
And it is expensive, but then it's also really good value for money. I was thinking that I could have had 6 months of therapy for the same price of the course, but I wouldn't be hearing back the things that I need to hear. I'd be having the same conversation and searching deep inside my soul, but I wouldn't be getting answers. So yeah, so I did this instead of that and have absolutely no regrets. Whatever reasons the guy might have for negatives, get in touch with the team. I dropped an email 2 days before you had a discount deadline, and I got a call from one of your coaches who talked me through it. And you have a supported team, not just good coaches, but good customer service. Like he found time in his day. He called me, he listened to me, he gave me good reassurances, and I felt in really safe hands after that. Like, you're not just trying to make a buck. You've put a really good price on it. You've got loads of coaches who you're obviously paying, and there's so much in the course. I was expecting a lot less for my money. And there's no way you will come out of it without picking up new skills and understanding yourself better. And all the feedback is so tailored.
There's a time and a space for therapy, and coaching is not therapy. Coaching is really action orientated, but for some people at a certain time in their life, they will feel like they've done enough self-exploration on that front and they want the tools, you know, and there's all these ideals around dating, like, just be yourself, and just be confident, and or just be more masculine, be more sexy. But it's like, you have to give someone the little steps and the tools to get there, otherwise they're going to remain in the same place. So coaching is highly practical, and it's focused in a very, very different way. So I'm glad that you found that you weren't going around in circles, that you were really learning. And thank you as well for the nice comments about pricing. I do try and price things really fairly, so that I try and pay my coaches fairly and pay my costs. But one of my missions in life, genuinely, is I want to help people. And I was like, so I try to make things as affordable or reasonable as possible for the services we provide, because I want to reach people and connect with them and encourage them to go on this journey, because I think it's so worthwhile and so rewarding. So last question, if you had to describe your experience of Academy in one word, what would that word be?
Enlightening. Enlightening, because it taught me so many different angles to look at dating, different ways to meet women, different perspectives, different skills that I've got that I hadn't realised, or skills that I don't have that I need to work on. There's so much insight into the female perspective, that it's not just you, but you've got 2 or 3 other strong female coaches also sharing the different perspectives they have on the same situation that they might find themselves in. We really, really care. We really want to coach people and help them thrive. And I am happy that you're going to be sticking with us for the foreseeable future. And we will do everything we can to get you to that next level.